Now that you're starting to learn a little bit about yourself, it's time for you to start designing a logo that represents yourself. This presentation is going to go over the 7 types of logos that you can develop. And just so you know, I'm referencing a really great website. Here's the link. Check it out. They have links to other websites that have things like tips and tricks or examples of additional logos for you to take a peek at. So definitely check them out. Alright, so the first logo that you can create is called a monogram or lettermark logo. And there's some examples down there at the bottom of your screen. So what you can see is happening with these is that these are letters only types of logos. And typically they are the initials of a business name that is rather long in nature. It's a typography-based logo, so there's no graphics whatsoever associated with these. Typography is another word for font. We use these types of logos for simplicity of larger names. It helps streamline the communication. So for instance, it's quicker and easier to say IBM instead of International Business Machines. The next type of logo that you can create is a word mark or logo type. You're going to see that there's not a whole lot of difference here. Very similar to monogram, these are letters only as well. This is what you use when your business name is shorter in nature, so you don't have to say this really long thing. It's real quick. Visa, Coca-Cola, Google, done. It is also a typography-based logo. There's little to no graphics in these as well. You'll want to incorporate some branding techniques, so that's where you use the font type and the colors that go really well with the name. It helps to invoke a level of desired professionalism or relatability to your product. So for instance, Google, it's using primary colors and a very simple font, and that equates to them being easy to use and easy to find information. The next logo is the pictorial mark, or the logo symbols. So as you can see, they're very graphic in nature. There's absolutely no words associated with these types of logos. These are usually used for well-established businesses where the logo itself is instantly recognizable. It's really tricky for a new business to use because the audience might not quite understand what the logo is supposed to be about or what it's supposed to represent. So it needs to truly visually represent what the company does or the name of the company. So for example, Apple uses an apple. Clever. Twitter uses a bird. And of course Target uses a target. It's pretty basic that way. Alright, next is the abstract logo, which is similar. It's not a recognizable icon, so it's more of a pattern or it's geometric in nature. It's also pictorial in nature. It can have words associated with it, but for the most part, it's got an abstract design associated. It allows your company to be truly unique and make its own statement. And you can use colors and forms to create these logos, and also you use them to convey that professionalism or relatability of your company. So for instance, Pepsi, it's a flowing product and they're using these flowing shapes to kind of emulate the fact that it's a liquid product that you have. Next up is a mascot logo, which are the fun guys, and this is basically where you use a character to help promote your business. So it's usually used when you want to relate to families or children, but it's not necessarily used for that. It's great to use if your business is based in social media because it's instantly recognizable and you can create a big following based on the character. You definitely want to keep your mascot logos simple and not detailed because you want to be able to print these easily onto business cards and other types of media, so keep them simple. For the most part, we don't use mascots in interior design or architecture fields unless you're specializing in perhaps children's designs or family type designs. Combination logos are next, and here's some really great examples. And it's basically a combination of anything that I've already listed, the logo types 1 through 5. So it includes graphics and it includes words. It can be something that is recognizable. It could be something that's abstract. The combination logo has the widest versatility of all the logos. Anybody can relate to these. Anybody can understand these types of logos. They're really great for establishing your brand or your name if you want to use a pictorial mark logo later in life. So I always look at that Lacoste logo down there. It's got the picture of the alligator, and if you think about it, they always have the alligator on their t-shirts, right? But it doesn't necessarily say the words. So it's really great for you to kind of establish a pictorial logo first, and then you can always drop the words later once your business gets established. The last type of logo that you can look at is the emblem logo. So these are pretty fancy and are similar to crests or seals or badges. The words are usually included inside of a symbol, an icon, or a shape. These are used when you want to portray a high level of professionalism. So a lot of governments use these type of logos, or professional organizations use these type of logos. It's where you want to really stand out and be like, hey, I'm here. These types of logos are excellent for marketing uses. So if you're going to put logos on shirts or cups or any type of thing that you're going to hand out to clients, these are really great logos to have.